Yeah. Hey. He would be saying like, you do the most, you do that. The whole time I'm just being me type shit, feel me? Finna talk to y'all niggas though.
Never did dishes, but I was in the kitchen. When I was broke, they did not wanna listen. Mama was struggling to pay my tuition. Now I've been rapping and chasing my vision. She said she was hungry, I took her to Wendy's. Not cool with these niggas, I never been friendly. Before I turned legal, fucking hoes in their 20s. I'm not a killer, but I would if you tell me. Jada her will, so I'm getting revenge. Fuck the bitch once and I cut the loose ends. She said that she hate me, I fucked her best friend. She said that she hate me, so that's an end. Ask God for forgiveness before we go sin. Once we get the low, we loaded and spin. Remember them days I ain't had to pretend. In my own lane, I don't follow the trend. Remember them days I was out here so damaged. Now I'm here causing them motherfucking damage. Them niggas won't smoke, then we gon' let them have it. Call my gun Luca and stay doing magic. From food step the door, that's I'm living more lavish. Got tired of my old bitch and got me a bad bitch. Fucked her on sight cause she only spoke Spanish. Call me the Phantom like Danny, I vanished. Niggas gon' hate, I cannot relate. Been getting this cake, I stay out the way. Fucked her on her face, she like how it tastes. Got me a 3-5, put that to the face. Got so I was in space, I got space. Never met Takey, I still do the race. Don't forget the Mac, I might catch me a case. My niggas stay loaded, I ain't talking base. Ain't focused on dish tracks, we focused on railroad. Don't care about the outcome as long as it's income. She bought her best friend and she asked for a 3. When we spin on they block, that shit sound like a bass drum. Focused on money, don't care about no one. Get rich with the same game, still rock with the old ones. We lost a few on, but it's still a few on. Fucked up my phantoms, got Brody some new ones. It's Easy Hendrix, ball no scrimmage. She got that wop, so it came with some slippage. Fuck on her face and I drill it, no dentist. Right after I'm done, I just leave when I'm finished. My brother is savage, but we call him menace. My ops are some pussies, they never gon' get us. Gon' get to the top and it's fuck who prevent us. Don't beef on the net, we send shots like it's tennis. Used to be running and jumping the fences. Now I got shooters, I pay them expenses. Can't tell if you fake, I just feel by my senses. My gun came with weed, but I call it extension. My gun got a stock for all of my traders. Do shit on my own, never needed a favor. Beam on a Glock and it came with a laser. Cannot trust a bitch on my gun, I feel safer.
Hot, talk, yeah. Gang. Nigga, Hendrix shit, man.
Yo, man, what's going on? You guys are now tuned back into the Free Sauce Podcast, and you already know we got another banger of an episode, man. You see my guy to the left of me, man, but you already know before we get into the episode, you already know splash that like button, comment, subscribe. Do all that. We need 100, man. Like I said last week, man, we doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. Gonna do some gift cards, some shit like that. We're gonna give you some t-shirts too, so be looking out for the raffle and shit like that. A lot of merch, a lot of shit coming. Stay tuned in with our Instagram. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you go follow the Free Sauce After Dark page. We're gonna be releasing our first episode very, very soon. But without further ado, let's go introduce our first guest, man.
GTE Deezy, man. You already know what's up, man. Shout out my boys Austin and Ricky, man. Free Sauce, you know, we out here. Follow me on Instagram, GTE Deezy, Deezy.GTE. Follow them, Free Sauce Podcast. Make sure y'all tap in. Show love, you know, show love, you receive love. Feel me?
Absolutely.
Look, I want to say, for y'all that are new to this, but I'm thinking most of y'all are regulars at this point. So for y'all that's still tuning in, like, he's somebody that's already been on here before. He's not just somebody regular, you know. He's somebody that we've actually been able to, you know, connect with, build a relationship with, to be able to have him on here at a consistent base. This like what, his second episode now.
Really the third.
The third, second for real. So like, look, check it out. How has this actually impacted you? You know, like how has having a platform to be able to, you know, speak on and be able to actually advocate your opinions and stuff, how has that like affected you?
It's affected me in a good way because you know, if you have a platform and you able to speak to a certain amount of people, you can get your message out. And as long as you spreading a positive message, I feel like there's always room to grow from there. So I like to spread, you know, fun, you know, peace, you know, and people go off that, you know what I'm saying? So
Like, and I'm saying that as in like that's something really I picked from you too, just cause like when I first met him for like me and him is like personal relationship. You told me about like he used to like meditate, like he was like I used like bro read this book, like it's about meditation, it's about how you actually get to understand your body and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes you need people around you that are willing to let you know like, hey yo, this might actually impact your life or this might actually be good for you. But I just wanted to give you flowers while you're here, and I'm saying I respect you for all that you're doing.
I appreciate you, bro. For real. Meditation is really a key aspect in life because you get 24 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for most of that time, you either sleep. You know what I'm saying? Working in school, in class, doing some type of activity, something. You doing something, but everybody, and I mean everybody, needs at least 5-10 minutes to reflect, to be off their phone, to sit back and reflect what they day think, whether you write a journal or you talk to somebody. Everybody needs that time to think, reflect and shit. So that's what meditation does. I like to close my eyes, think about nothing, like. And what the thing is, meditation, people be failing to realize, like, you gonna have thoughts, like a million thoughts run through your head a day. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, people be trying to like let them pass. You gotta just let the thought come to you, like let the thoughts happen. Think about what you gotta think about and then move it out your head. That's the thing. You just gotta clear your head. It's all about clearing and relaxing.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. People, like you said, people don't know how to deal with those emotions that come. We can't stop those emotions. That's going to come no matter what. It's just how we deal with them and how we react to them. That's the main thing when it comes to dealing with hardships, anything like that. It's just how do we react to the situation.
Facts.
But also, now that we've gotten this out of the way, now we can actually jump into the juice of this conversation for real. We've been wanting to ask you, like, music, like, when did you realize, like, oh, this is for me? Like, I know everything else in this world, but this is for me.
When I really started, like, taking it serious, like, the feedback I got from it, like, people was telling me, like, you sound like you could do this shit for real, like, and it was, like, a motivation thing for me. So once people started telling me, like, oh, yeah, you can actually go somewhere with this shit, because I used to rap when I was younger, like, for fun and shit, but when motherfuckers actually tell you, like, you can really go somewhere with this shit, I don't know, it just give you a certain, like, mindset, a certain look on where you could go. So that's where I went from there.
In a sense, it's like a reassurance. Like, you were decent, like, you were good, but to hear it from other people, you were like, okay, like
damn, like, yeah, like, when, like, same shit with y'all podcast. Like, I know y'all get mad love on this shit. Like, people, damn, let me be a guest on y'all shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be like, yeah. So it's like, damn, like, I didn't know I created this much of an impact. Like, I didn't know my, like, story or my situations could, like, people could relate to that or see something out of that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, in a sense, people forget, like, we all have our own struggles, but most of our struggles align. As in, like, pretty much, like, we might not necessarily be experiencing the same type of struggle, but the lessons and the stuff that you're taking away from your struggle, I'm pretty much taking away that same stuff from my struggle, but we're not experiencing the same struggle. Like, people forget, like, sometimes we learn the same lessons.
That's actually very, very true. It's like niggas could learn the same lesson in so many different ways, though.
Right.
Because it just depends on how your lifestyle, how you live in, where you are in the world and shit like that. Like African American can learn a lesson about discipline differently than a Caucasian person or a Native American or a Latino could, or a rich person could learn a different lesson about spending their money than a middle class person. But they still learning how to spend the money. They still learning discipline. They still learn all these things. It's just a different way.
A different route.
Yeah.
I feel like people forget that. Like, people get so caught up as in, like, oh, it's my struggle, only I can deal with it. But the whole time it's just like, yes, it's your struggle and you can deal with it, but allow the people around you, allow the resources you have to help you deal with it.
Because you can get advice from a certain motherfucker, and even though y'all situation might be slightly different, you could be like, okay, that's what you did. Okay, and that's where you went from there. Okay, like, okay.
Apply it to your own situation.
Like, broke people, you might spend all your money, gambling or something.
Sure.
Right.
Bro, you make like $500 a week. You spend like $300 on gambling, $500 on gambling. Now you ain't got shit for the rest of the week. And a rich person, you know what I'm saying, they spend, what, 10,000. They throw spend 10,000 on some shit. It's like, damn, I lost 10,000 when I could have put it on stocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you'll still learn the same thing. Like, maybe I need to be more careful with this shit, but it's a different outlook on the situation. You feel me?
That's exactly what it is. And then you touched on it too. You know, you said like getting feedback from people and stuff like that. Like, was the feedback that you were receiving from complete strangers, or was it from like your friends? Because sometimes I feel like you know your friends might see what you're doing, but they may not give you your flowers. I think like they might not let you know. Oh, hey D, I see you doing this. I respect that. But sometimes a stranger might completely not even know your story. Don't even know you. Tuned in one time to your music, and then they saw you somewhere. They're like, oh, you bro from like the music video, or you bro from this storyline that I saw you. Like, was it like complete strangers when you were starting out, or was it like from people you knew?
When I first started out, it was people I knew because I had my brother in the studio with me at the time. So he was really encouraging me, like, oh yeah, put more energy into that. So like he was like, you really good, like type shit. But after that, like after the music like came out, like after I started dropping certain things and certain, you know, music, people like on Snapchat was like that I never even like had a conversation with. Like I post some shit, they'd be like, oh shit, like, hey bro, like this shit really hard. Like I didn't know you could rap for real. Like you got some more shit. Like yeah, then you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm on Apple Music, so and so, all platforms, and they'd be like, oh damn, I'm gonna listen to the rest of your shit and put my homies on it. And like it's a whole nother outlook, and then certain people be looking at you completely different because they like, damn, this nigga actually, you know, what he doing type shit.
And you'd be surprised, but word of mouth is the number one way to get your shit around.
Yes.
It'll get it around faster than social media, faster than anything. Word of mouth is the way to really boost your brand. Whatever you're trying to do, word of mouth is referrals, basically. You tell him, so like, say me and Darian know each other. I try a product out. I say, damn, you should go grab this shit from the store. This is real good. Then he go try it. He go tell 3 more people. Then them 3 people, it's gonna multiply basically like that. It's exponential growth. Word of mouth, the quickest and easiest way to get some shit off the ground.
Like what Ricky's saying is the quickest way to make an impact.
Yeah.
Because it's just like social media, you might influence or you might, you know, get a lot of people to see what you're doing and tune into what you're doing. But 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna go get whatever you were telling them to go get. If you see a person on a consistent basis where it's like, bro, we hang out like you know, like we damn near brothers or we damn near sisters. Like you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And I'm telling you, like, bro, this new product is the best product in town. You are 9 times out of 10 likely to listen to me because you know it solved my problems.
Bro,
and
I ain't never steer you wrong.
Exactly. And if it solved my problems, you are more likely to be like, oh, it could probably fix my problem too.
Yeah, once you got the people talking, once you got that buzz, you doing it right. Once the people talking, oh yeah, we got them. We got them. We got them.
We got them unlocked.
Motion.
And then also, I wanted to ask you too. You know, like sometimes you might go to the studio, you might not feel it. You know, you might go to the studio, you might be like, I'm not in a good mood, but you know, you still gotta pump it out because you paying for the studio hours. You still gotta pump it out. So like, how do you get yourself to the level that you need to be on to consistently produce?
That's a good question. Really, I like to, most of the time I like be to myself before I go anywhere. Like, so I be in my room chilling. So I know I put time in. I didn't requested the time to go into the studio. So I really sit back and reflect like, okay, let me get my shit together. Let me see what song I could do. Or let me see what energy I could put into the song. Because most of the time you'll just, like me personally, I'll rap the shit in front of myself or I'll hear it in my head. And I'm like, okay, this shit hard. I need to come hard on this shit. So it'll be a mindset thing before I go in most of the time, you know.
And then when you in the studio, you working with like, do you try to work with the same producers and shit like that, or do it be times where damn I gotta go switch it up a little bit? And how did that go if you gotta switch it up?
I go to the same studio, but most of the time, if I don't get the same producer, I do get different producers, and I like working with people. So like people. When I'm in the studio with, say, a new person, like I just came 2 times and I had the same dude back to back. But the third time I went, I got somebody completely new. So I don't know how he gonna reflect to my sound. I don't know if he can go off of my sound. Maybe he only do like Juice WRLD type of beats, and I'm doing a Lil Baby type of beat. So you gotta like see how he adjusts your vocals and how you gotta come correct on that song and how you move and differentiate out of the situation. So most of the time they'll work with you. So most producers like to work with you because they want to make sure that your shit, you getting your money's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They want you to come back. They want you to come back.
Yeah, they want you to come back. They want you to be like, oh, damn, he actually a good producer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, damn, let me work with him again. So that's why niggas like to, like, most producers will add extra shit to your beats. Like, they'll make sure that the beats stand out a little more because you could find a cold-ass beat on YouTube or some shit. Right. But then the producer will add some other keys to it, and you like, damn, now this bitch pop up even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've had that happen.
And one thing that I took from your answer too is the fact that you are okay with change. I feel like a lot of people might see change and be like, oh, I don't even want to go in today because it's not the guy I've been working with. Or I don't want to go in today because he might not know my sound. But I'm just glad that you are okay with change because even though you didn't necessarily prepare for that change, it's part of like any type of situation in life. You can't prepare for everything. There's gonna be some times where you might prepare for something and it's still change gonna happen. So I just wanna like take the effort and tell you like that's a skill that you should hold on to, being able to be okay with change. Cause I didn't
one thing I learned from a young age was to adapt to any situation, like whether it's an environment, a situation. Like you always got to learn how to adapt and how to maneuver in and out of a situation at any time, because in the world you can really literally be faced with anything. Like it's just as simple as like getting in the car and going to the store. You don't know how anybody is gonna drive out there. You might get into a car accident. Like you never know. So it's just how you adapt, like how fast you can steer out the lane and move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like shit, Austin always say he feel like adaptability one of his greatest skills. But it's like if you could adapt to basically any situation, it's like how can you not win? Where can you not win? Like how could you lose if you could be able to change and be a chameleon in any environment? Shit, we was just talking about it yesterday. You got to be able to like code switch, and people be looking down on code switching like why he fake or he changed the way he talk. Nigga, nah, bro. It's just
you gotta know.
you gotta know how to talk to people, and it's just knowing how to appeal to emotions, knowing how to appeal to different personalities, bro.
Say what you gotta say and how you gotta say it.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to communicate differently with different people, because not everybody is the same, and that's. You will fucking lose and go wrong by thinking you could talk to everybody this one straight way. You will lose.
You can't talk to your homie on the block how you talk to your professor. Like
cannot.
It's not.
That's the quickest way to get kicked out of that classroom.
Cannot.
On the block how you talk to your boss at your.
That's the quickest way to get fired.
To get fired, like you out of there instantly.
And it's not like niggas say, oh, he being fake. I'm not being fake. It's just I want to put on a different type of persona in front of this nigga. I don't want him to see who I. Like, I don't want to be unfiltered with him, basically.
Right. Like, on the same note, people don't realize, like, you have a lot of personalities. You have, it's like this. All three of us are friends, right? But the way I'm with you is different from the way I'm with Ricky. The way Ricky's with you is different from the way Ricky's with me. Fact. At the end of the day, you can't be the same person around all your friends. That's damn near impossible.
That's what I'm saying. We do it a lot of times without even realizing it. With like that one particular fucking example is the friends.
Yes.
You know for a fact you're not the same person with every
fucking friend.
You know, because y'all got different relationships. The vibes are different. Y'all just it's a different level.
Been through different shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You just know you gotta be. You can't say certain shit around this friend. You can with this friend. You just know.
Like, but I feel like they don't realize it. Like, it's a skill. Like being able to fit into anywhere, whereas in like you, like let's say you put me in a room of millionaires, I'm gonna walk out a millionaire. I'm gonna tell you that. Like,
bro, somebody giving me $1 million after I'm
gonna tell you that.
What Denzel say? I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something. Like that. It's just the fact that like, bro, you got a math piece on you. You are given the ability to speak. And that's probably the most important skill to any human, being able to vocalize your voice. Because if you can't speak, use the sign language. I don't care. Whatever way you going, whatever way you going to get your point across, and walk out with something.
Say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do.
Otherwise, you're just taking up space, and people hate when you waste their time.
Man.
Because it's like you know, like it's like you know how valuable your time is. You know, especially if you didn't carved out time for this particular activity, and it's like, okay, I had to fit this into my schedule,
right.
And then and that time is wasted. You know how that fit. It's like a slap in the face. It's like,
you can never hit me back up.
This nigga don't respect me. You start like, what?
You can never hit me back up.
Hey, no respect, man.
You feel like a goofy at that point, because it's like, damn, this nigga don't value my time, bro.
I done wasted what, 2 months doing shit for you, talking
this
to
nigga
you.
don't value my time,
I could have
bro.
been putting in my money, my investments, my stocks. Like,
Could have been home in my bed, minding my business.
I could have been asleep,
But I took
and I was bothering you. Like,
you gave me some type of potential. I said, like, you gave me a whole side of you that you knew wasn't even real. Like, you gave me a side that was like, oh, I'm gonna show up. We gonna handle this, that, and this. And then when the time comes, you show up and you just bullshit.
yeah,
What type of shit is that?
motherfuckers that fold under pressure, man.
I think
Sad.
time and effort is on the same level as money when it comes
Oh,
to
for real.
like being wasted. Don't exactly.
Time is
Don't waste time, effort, and money, bro.
It's millionaires out there who only get 4 hours of sleep.
Because you know you can't waste no time.
And motherfuckers out here be complaining about not getting that little 8 hours or, oh, I got this test, but you really gotta go up and get it, because if you really want that shit that you say you want, how bad you want it? What is you gonna do to get what you want for real?
It always, like you saying, like, it always comes down to how bad do you want it. Like, I learned that at an early age. Like, how bad does Austin want what Austin thinks he deserves? Because I might not necessarily deserve it, but how bad do I think I deserve it? So if I know how much, on a scale from 1 to 10, if I know how much I deserve it, or how much I'm willing to put in the work to go get it, ain't nobody in my corner about to tell me, oh, Austin, stop. Like, that's one thing. Once I make up my mind, it's hard to tell me, Austin, stop. Like, it's just the idea of me knowing I've already, because for me to want something, I've already sat down and thought through the whole process of me wanting it. I've thought about what could go wrong. I've thought about why do I want it. I thought about who is it going to influence. I've thought about how are people going to perceive what I have. I've thought about every single scenario possible. So for me to go on my way to go get it, ain't nobody to tell me, oh, stop, you don't deserve it no more. Like, at the end of the day, it's just like, it comes down to, like you said, how bad do I want it?
How bad do you want that shit?
And if somebody wants something so bad, you can't tell them.
You want $1 million and you want to travel the world, you want to see the world, do all these things, eat in expensive restaurants, but what is you going to do to that, and how is you going to get there? How bad do you actually want to do that? How bad do you want to be successful?
Yeah, like you should just touch on like the sleep thing. I think like with a lot of people, man, we love fucking sleep, bro.
Love my sleep, bro.
Love sleep, love the bed, but it's like when it comes like that question, how bad do you want it? That's when sleep comes into factor, man. You got to miss a lot of sleep,
Bro, because think about it. It's 24 hours in a day.
That's right.
And say you sleep 8 hours. It's 24 hours in a day, right? And you only say you actually get 8 hours of sleep.
Right.
That's a third of your day. A third of your day that you could have been working
In the bed,
putting something away to get something,
slobbing.
doing something, but you laying down asleep when the rest of the world it's probably 1,000, 1 million motherfuckers who want the exact same thing you want, but they up though. You in your bed not doing nothing. That's what made me realize, like, oh yeah, I want this shit. It's 1 million motherfuckers that want my dream, want my spot, but if I wanted more than them motherfuckers, I'm not gonna be sleeping 8 hours.
Who wants it more? That's what it comes down to, man.
And it's just the fact that, like, we not saying don't sleep. That's not what we saying.
Get your rest by all means.
By all means. But like at the same time though, you gotta realize like you have a lot of people that also want your dreams. You have a lot of people that want your aspirations. You have a lot of people that want the same things that you want. It's always gonna come down to who is doing the extra work. and not necessarily it comes down to who is doing the work when everybody else is sleeping, partying, doing all that fun activities that you want to do. Like it always comes down to it, because at the end of the day, it's like we want the same thing, and then let's say you sleep half of the time that I'm working.
You gonna get it faster.
I'm gonna get it before you do.
Way quicker.
Cause by the time you wake up to catch up, I'm already steps ahead.
Like Kobe, like motherfuckers want to be the guy hitting the last shot. You know, want to be the motherfucker to be on the big stage, like the finals. But
Right.
Kobe was up 4 a.m. in the gym. Other motherfuckers on his team don't get up till 9, 10.
And the crazy, like they'll tell you that, bro. Like if you watch the
Documentaries and shit.
yeah, if you watch, I think it's the Redeem Team. If you watch the Redeem Team
He
on
was up early as
Netflix,
hell.
Melo, he say, Joe, we walking in from the club one night. This nigga walking downstairs to go to the gym.
From the hotel lobby.
Bro, do you
He say, fuck being in a room resting, bro. I'm finna get these shots up.
bro, like, do you know how superior though you gotta be? How like different
Yeah, bro. It's,
level of thinking you gotta
that's
be.
that mentality, bro. That beast. Like
Like-
hunger, bro.
We at the Olympics. All my teammates finna go out, have a good time. You know, laugh, be
Kick
with
it
each
with some
other,
bitches.
kick it. All the above. All of the above, but me, I'm finna go ahead, go to sleep, get some rest, so I could be up at 4 a.m.
To get these shots up.
And I'ma purposely run into them in the lobby to show them that I'm
Show
finna
them
go put
niggas
in
like,
work.
Like y'all niggas really went to the club. I'll put that work in, nigga. Like
That's a motherfucker. Kobe is a motherfucker, man.
like real deal. Like the real deal. Like motherfuckers don't know, man. Like
But that goes to show you, like, that's what it takes to be above and beyond. You got, yeah, they always in the NBA. Yeah, they at the top of their game, the best of the best when it comes to playing basketball in the United States. But it's levels to that shit.
like who was on that? What CP3?
LeBron.
Melo.
Was Wade on there?
D-Wade.
Wade
Yeah,
was
like
on the-
we all on different teams. Like LeBron and D-Wade might have been on the same team at the time.
Yeah, I think there was some of the Heat together.
Yeah, so like we all want the same thing. We all want that championship, that thing at the end of the season. We all want them rings.
Right.
But who really wanted more? Like who gonna get up like Kobe? Like in 2010, Kobe had that ring. On God, he was up every day. Like I'm gonna get that shit. Like nobody else. Everybody else probably sleep, partying, teeing up, chilling with their family. But this nigga in the gym, 3 a.m, working on his faders, his shimmies, like the footwork, the patterns. Like he working on everything, every detail. Like whether that's with your music, I'm working on how I want to write. I'm working on my style of writing. I'm working on my delivery, my approach, how I sound in the mic. I'm working with producers. I'm networking. Like I'm touching on every minor detail. You know what I'm saying, to get that certain aspect. While other motherfuckers, you only looking like a rapper. You only acting like a rapper sometimes. You not promoting your music as much as I'm promoting my music. You not putting up them shots as much as I'm putting up them shots. Like even with niggas, like niggas be everybody in Chicago then hoop damn near, like, and everybody want to go to the league, be that guy, like, you know what I'm saying. But he getting up at 3 a.m. at practice to go put up them shots. You say you want the same thing, but you laid up with your girl at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, when you could have been in the gym.
It's just like
Your priorities.
priorities and how bad you want it. It goes back to that. I feel like that's just the theme of this shit.
Yeah, it go back to shit. Like we say damn near every week. I feel like the word sacrifices. We say that shit damn near every week, but that's what it is. Like that's what he's saying. What you gonna sacrifice? Like he say, some people they up with their girl 3, 4 in the morning. Shit, sacrifice that.
You smoking.
You smoking, you out party, you just out doing shit, just out to be out.
You just want that shit so bad, right?
right, but you just out.
Like, y'all.
You said something doing shit. Like people don't realize, bro. Sometimes you just be doing shit just to do shit.
Just doing shit.
Like there's no thought process behind what you're doing for it. You just doing it because so and so is there, or you're doing it because everybody else might be watching. You just doing shit just to do shit. Put actual, like we said, put intentions behind it. Put actual effort behind it. Put actual time behind it. And then you're gonna see you're not just partaking in activities just to partake in activities. You actually have a reason to partake in those activities.
Right.
Like some people might stay up all day, get high 24/7. No, ain't no wrong with getting high 24/7, but you just doing shit at that point. Like I'm being honest, you just doing shit like
niggas.
There's no thinking
niggas
process
smoke
behind
when
it.
They bored. Like
That's what
niggas
I'm
smoke
saying.
when they
Just doing
bored.
shit.
But when you was bored, you could have went to the gym. Like you could have went to work on your craft. But you so-called want that shit.
It's like people forget the actual like idea of why they be doing things sometimes. And even I'm saying that's because I'm starting to realize to catch myself on not just doing shit. But it's just I feel like sometimes people just be caught up in the idea of like if my friend is doing so and so, I'm supposed to be doing so and so with no thinking process. You just the blind leading the blind. You just following just to get followed.
And it's like shit. He say niggas smoke weed and just to smoke weed. We not shunning niggas that smoke weed, and we not saying we don't smoke weed. We not saying we never have, but we just saying that if you could somehow find a way to be productive
off your marijuana
while you smoking you a little weed, that's fine. But once it comes to the point where that shit overtaking, like he said, you just smoking just doing shit just to pass time, right? Just to pass time. That's when it should become a problem. Because like I do think that you could be very productive off weed. I do.
I'm for one productive smoker.
But once that shit takes over, that's when it's a problem. And it usually does at some point for a lot of people.
A lot of people.
It's just that you can be productive, but you gotta know everything's in moderation. You just gotta know how moderate and when you can do it and how you most productive. But I wanted to you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say like also it comes down to knowing yourself. Like sometimes I feel like you might hang out with all your homies and everybody in that motherfucker smoke. But you can you sit down and be like, okay, not today, or like can you just be like, not today.
I gotta work on this music. Like, I gotta go to the studio today, y'all. I can't even fuck with y'all right now. No offense, but I got something I'm chasing. Like,
right.
And we hear that a lot of time. Like saying no will take you so far in life. Being able to say no to niggas, not today, not right now. I'm gonna chill on that today, man. Have fun though. Being able to say no, like that's. I think that's another thing that's like along with discipline, consistency. That's another thing that's at the top of the list as far as you gotta know how to say no to niggas. Because when you in that grind mode, you gonna have to say, nah, I ain't going out tonight. Nah, y'all can have it tonight.
More likely than you expect.
Or you gotta tell your girl, nah, we ain't gonna go out tonight. We gonna chill tonight. Or you gotta tell somebody. A lot of people you gonna have to be like, nah, not right now, not tonight. And no just means not right now. That's what that means. No doesn't mean I hate you. No doesn't mean I don't fuck with you. No doesn't mean you a lame. No, it just means not right now.
I got something to do right now.
Not right now.
I'm focused on something right now, man.
Not right now, man. But
bad.
For real though. But I want to switch it back to the music and shit.
Okay.
Coming off, man, his story in 2022. That was something that was. I think you put a lot of fucking heart into it. Yeah.
I was there when I was with y'all damn near when I was writing, because I was fucking with y'all damn near every day in school. So like most of the time when y'all would see me on my phone, I was thinking of bars and shit. So, yeah. So I really put my work, like, craft into that shit.
I feel like it was a lot of heart into that. It was a lot of intention in that project. But I wanted to speak on like what was the creative process for you? Was it hectic? Was you pressed to put something out, or was it just like, you know what, I'm gonna create some shit, and when I think I got it, then that's when it's gonna go? Really,
I was pushing that shit. I was like, I want to get this shit done, but also I was focused on taking my time, because I wanted everything to hit. Like I wanted every song to mean some. I wanted every song to like mean some shit. So like, I wanted the first song to give a certain message. I want the second song to give a certain message. I wanted this song to hit. Like this was for the speakers. So I was really like focused on, okay, let me take my time. Let me actually hear the beat. Let me see what the beat is saying to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I went. So I really took my time. Like I put 7 songs on there, I think. I put 7 songs on there. So it took me, I don't know, like, not too long to find the beats. Like I want to say a week, a month, not too long. But the writing process, Because I can freestyle and get a song out like that, but it's really like the message behind it. I wanted to give a certain message. I wanted to give niggas a certain side to it. So I wanted to take my time with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It just felt like shit was done more intentionally. But how did you decide on like 7 songs? It's gonna be these 7 EP versus album. Well, what do I do? Features? Do I release music videos first? Roll out? What's
Okay.
What's all that like, man? It's because it sounds exciting as hell. Because it's like you have your own imprint on everything.
Yeah.
You decide what's gonna be put out.
And being like one thing, like being independent and having your own thing, like having your own label, having your own like set of people, your own team. It really come down to like how you want to do it. So like I was on my time for one. So at first I was gonna do 8 songs. I ain't gonna lie. I had an extra song in the tuck for y'all, but
Yeah.
I did. But I was like, I don't know if it's gonna convey to the story I'm trying to tell. So I took it off, and it still came out like a good project.
I feel like 7 is a great number though.
Yeah, 7 was a good number.
That's the God number.
I feel like 7 is a great number.
Thank you.
2-5.
2-5. Yeah, 7. For sure. So I was like, yeah, I want, cause shit, I had a few like hard songs. I was like, I want to get this certain aspect on the hard songs. I want to get this certain aspect on like the chill songs, the motivational shit, like certain of my story, like telling shit from the past. So it really took like time to connect certain pieces.
And you saying like you wanted to tell a story about your past, like that just his story is history.
It's history. It's a story. Like, y'all really gotta listen to me, bro. Like, y'all really gotta listen to me. Like, it's a meaning between like every bar. Like, I'm not just talking. Like, you really gotta hear like certain shit. Like, I don't know. Like, you could say a certain bar, but it's not gonna hit like how the bar would hit if you actually seen or been through this shit or you actually know me personally. So it's like, damn, like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Cause I feel like people don't like might realize or might not even realize it, but whole time like when rappers, artists, whatever they doing, whenever they create some type of art, it's just portraying a story that has happened to them from their point of view. You the listener or the customer or whatever who's listening to the art or who's purchasing the art or whatever, you just seeing that art from your point of view. So you don't necessarily always get to understand what they are portraying.
Yeah. That's facts. Like, I got a song on a project called Second to None. So, like, second to none is, like, what the meaning is like, you're second to nobody. Like, nobody is above you. So, the message I was trying to say is, like, no cocky shit, but nobody can't fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you got to stand off on
I'm finna say, but that's how you supposed to feel as an artist.
Exactly.
That's how, when you got some good shit, that's how you supposed to feel. Like, man, ain't nobody better than me.
Ain't nobody touching this right here. Like,
you hear a lot of artists say that, but it's like that's truly how they feel when they got one.
When they got one in the tuck, like, and then when they got fans of certain fan base and they listen to it too, they're like, oh yeah, there's some shit right here. Like, oh, maybe this is the one. This nigga said he's second to none. He really might be second to none for real. Like,
what was your favorite song to make off the creating?
Of the project that I had.
What was your favorite song to make?
Shit. I want to say Better Off Alone. I want to say Better Off Alone because I have my guys in that bitch.
Yeah.
I have my guys in that bitch with me. And one of my homies was like, because I paid for an hour.
Right.
I paid for an hour of time. So it was like, what, $50, $60 for the session. Bro, I got that shit done in like 2 minutes. Like, my homie was like, he was like, we ain't even gonna be in here that long. That's what he said. He was like, we ain't even gonna be in here that long. They already knew what I was on, how I was coming. So I had that shit on my head heavy. So I already knew what type of energy I wanted to bring. And it was just like, okay, yeah, like this is the one for sure. Same with Deezy Hendrix too, cause Deezy Hendrix.
So Better Off Alone, Deezy Hendrix. Okay. What?
I wanted to ask you, how do you go about picking like the titles? You know what I'm saying? Like
titles?
Yeah, like sometimes, you know, the title gotta summarize the song in like 2 to 3 words.
Right. 3 words, yeah.
So how do you go about picking it?
How do I go about picking it? For me, I'm a really creative person. Like, I really like. It could be as simple as just watching some shit. Like, you could. I could be watching Friday. You know what I'm saying? And me and my homie watching the shit. We smoking the shit. And we doing the same shit they doing. We literally smoking and crack. So now I'm like, damn. Wait a minute. It's Friday. Like, it's actually Friday or some shit. It's actually Friday or some shit. So you like, damn, I can make a song called Smokey and Craig. It's that simple. Like, it's all about, like, the creative process. Like, you see that outlet over there.
Right.
You could be like, damn, plugged in, charged up. Like, shit like that. You got some shit like that come to your head. So you're like, damn.
I understand.
No, that's what.
Now you got a whole song. You got a whole element of
It
what
just
you
came that easy.
really come that easy.
And oftentimes, shit, you could damn near write a whole song. You say like charged up. You could write a whole song about being charged up, go mode, grinding, shit like that.
Drake made a whole song called Charged Up.
Yeah,
Went crazy.
That's fuck. I fuck with that though.
Yeah.
But shit, where you going? What's next for you right now? What you got some things in the vault? You working on albums, videos? I know you just dropped Deezy Hendrix video. So
Last night, right now I am working on a project. I do got an album.
album,
I
okay,
got an album
okay.
on the way.
How many songs gonna be on there?
I'm thinking like 13. Y'all might get 13.
I like that. I like
Y'all
that.
might get 13
I like
on there.
that.
Y'all might get 12, 13
Hey,
songs on there.
Just slide free sauce one more song just for us alone.
Right, release,
So we get 14.
I got y'all. I'm gonna actually get y'all one of the songs on the album.
Hey, the day we make it in the song, man, is the day we win Hollywood. Man. The day somebody rap about a Free Sauce podcast song, we made it, man.
Yeah, I got some shit on the tuck for y'all. For sure.
Yeah, but you say 13 songs, album. You got a title yet, or you still?
I do got a title.
You want to release that, or it's still confidential right now?
Oh no. The title is out. It's called Son Gohan the album.
Okay. I did see
Oh,
that. I
Son
saw
Gohan.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Son Gohan.
You want to give us the backstory to that?
Okay, yeah. So Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
If y'all don't know, that nigga really jumped off the porch at like 4, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And mind you, this whole time, like, he did not want to fight. Like, he didn't want. His dad was a fighter, so like he was like, damn, like same shit. Like, your dad in the streets, but you don't want to be in the streets, but you still in the streets type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. And then at a certain point, Gohan had to fight this nigga named Cell, and you know what I'm saying, like the whole world is at stake. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you. Like, yo, back against the wall. It's just you. If you lose this shit, everything you know is gone. Everybody you know dead. Everybody you know
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how is you gonna fight? How is you gonna get out of that situation? And what he did was, when that time came, he came to the pressure. Like, he didn't fold under pressure. He performed. He turned into a Super Saiyan 2, and he saved the world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So basically, this the back against the wall album.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
this I got something to prove.
I
album,
got something to
basically.
prove for real. Like, I'm finna show y'all niggas like what type of time I'm on.
Okay, you got a release date, or you still putting some finishing touches on shit and polishing?
I'm still writing certain songs. I'm like, I gotta write 4 more songs.
Okay.
So, but for the most part, my projected date, probably like somewhere in March.
I'm finna say, so that means spring, summertime. It's up there.
Spring, summertime, I got some shit like
Okay, I fuck with that.
music videos.
And that's the best time to make music videos too.
I'm finna say shit. That means summertime, but the video is crazy.
Yeah, the videos is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be going all type of places.
Yeah.
And one thing I haven't done yet is I haven't had people in my music videos yet. That's something I want to implement in my next album.
So look,
hey.
check it out. If you're listening and want to be in a music video, just when you get a chance, shoot them a DM.
Yeah, like
Free
shoot me
Sauce
a DM.
podcast in the video.
I need niggas, bitches, anybody. Not to be offensive, but I need a lot of people in there. Like, I want to have, see,
It's the video up.
yeah,
shit.
like, cause it just add a certain energy.
Right.
And for this type of songs I'm putting out for this album, I want to have that type of energy in the videos. Like, I'm gonna play y'all something after the podcast.
Say less.
Play y'all something
Say
after the
less.
podcast, man.
So we got Son Gohan 13 songs album. You said you're gonna be doing videos and shit like that. You got any features or anything?
Yeah, I got 2 features, but it's from the same person.
Let me guess. GTE Vari.
Yep. GT Vari. Shout out to GT Vari. That's my brother, man. I got him featuring on my album. I really don't mind doing features, but I don't like doing features with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
You want to like keep it like exclusive kind of.
I charge for features too. By the way, I charge for features.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You can only work with certain people because certain people don't have that same energy you have, or certain people don't have that same aspect, and you don't want that shit on your record. Like, oh yeah, like this nigga didn't take that shit seriously. Like, why did he do a song with that nigga if he not actually like trying to implement that shit? So like, you know what I'm saying? I'll really do a feature with Vari, or like it's this other nigga I know named Pablo. I'll do a feature with him because he cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he actually like trying to take off with the shit. Like, I'm not gonna do no music with you if you not
For real.
taking that shit serious.
Real. Because then at a certain point, you damn near putting your image on the line too by doing a song with this niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was just talking about before the podcast, like with the whole Gunna shit, like do we still bump his music and shit like that? Like, yeah, but you gotta realize in the music industry, a lot of niggas might be a little timid to do a song with him or anything with him, because it's like whether he snitched or not, it's still that narrative of what's going on around the situation.
His numbers might be off, and now that shit might fuck up your niggas. Cause
Right,
it's like,
'cause-
you fucking with a snitch.
Right, your name, you put your image on the line as well by associating with these niggas. So I do understand by keeping it to niggas who really doing this shit for real.
But this album is exclusively GTE members.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
fuck with that.
actually, me and Jabari do got a collab tape on the way too.
I fuck with that.
So
Fuck with that.
y'all ready for that?
So
shit?
a lot of shit in the works
In the
right
vault.
now is what I'm hearing. A lot of shit in the
got
vault.
a lot of shit on the way. Music videos. I'm doing podcasts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got said damn near by the time this come out, you damn near finishing up some shit close to April type shit.
And if you want, you could come back right when it drops, so you can let them know about the album.
We always-
Like,
Third time,
we
I come
always-
back, I spin back. Right?
We always ready for another episode.
you know, like you have a home here.
Okay, for sure.
I'm just letting you know.
That's one thing we always we real vocal about, man. Anybody who was with us from the beginning meaning the audio shit before the microphone,
I was the first motherfucker on here, man.
before the banners, before the interfaces,
Before anything.
lights, before all of that shit.
Y'all see this shit? Y'all see this? This wasn't here the first time, man.
Before all of that shit,
These niggas
man.
really came a long way in less than a year, bro. That just shows you how bad you want it.
For sure,
bro.
man. We want it, man. But yeah, we always show appreciation to the people who was there, man, in the beginning when we ain't had shit, but an iPhone.
And you all believed in us. You all came on here and just like, oh, you all got something going for you. I'm gonna hop on regardless. You didn't have to do that.
Bro, I watch y'all niggas murder $1 billion worth of game. God, $1 billion.
yeah.
That's love for
That's
real.
love.
That's love
Nah,
for real.
because once for real, like on some real shit, one, I don't know them niggas. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. Let me touch on this real quick, but most
go
people
ahead.
don't support
Yeah.
you like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they should. You know what I'm
Until it's
saying?
popular.
Support your brothers like people y'all never met, like niggas post love baby shit on their story or some shit, but you got a homie who got a podcast, or you got a girlfriend who sell hair or do hair, and you don't ever shout them out, but you like little baby pictures and you comment under little baby pictures.
Talking about twin gang.
And you don't even know that nigga. He
Slime.
He ain't even gonna tell you thank you for doing that shit.
twin.
But yeah, that shit just
No, man, that's 100% correct, man. We got to learn to
Support our people.
support more, man. Support more, support our people, especially if you know these people personally. You got a personal relationship with them, man. It don't cost shit to show them some love
that shit
on
free,
social media.
dog.
It's free.
And that's what hurt more than anything.
It's free, but
That shit
but
free.
You know what's the crazy shit? Once the price go up, that's when niggas try to come back around.
And now they want a discount.
Boy, the price is already gone. The price you should have came when that shit was free $99. When all you had to do was just give us some fucking genuine energy. But a lot of niggas come around when it's too late. Like we say, I just post some shit on my story. It's probably still up. I say, people only support you when it's popular, and that's 100% true. But like we said, it's just creating that buzz. Once you get that buzz, once the people start talking, oh yeah, we got them.
We got them, boys.
We got them.
We got one.
We got them because it's just people love to support what's popular. If they see if and you know we on a college campus. A lot of shit is clique based. You know,
Right.
you got a lot of cliques, you got a lot of little groups, and a lot of shit is based on popularity. If they see, damn, one of the most popular niggas and one of the most popular cliques
Came here?
is coming here, supporting here. Oh yeah.
Not everybody like, hold on.
Now let's go tune in.
Hold on. What is that? Free sauce?
Meanwhile, you've
Free
been
sauce?
seeing this shit for the past 6 months.
Bro, they been doing this shit, and y'all niggas just now tuning in. Like,
But you know, we know that. We know.
this what come with this.
It come
shit.
with it. It come with
Yeah.
it.
This shit. It's part
I
of the,
do love proving myself.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
part
it.
of the journey. It's part of the journey.
I love the journey, man.
And it's just that also it's a constant reminder in your head that no matter who's supporting or not supporting, you're gonna wake up and do it all over again.
All right, like you say, shit, it's just the people that's coming telling you like, oh, your shit hard. I think you can go somewhere with this.
Yeah.
Same thing for us. The people telling us, man, hey, I fuck with y'all podcast. Y'all really
Bro,
got
I'm
something.
like, yeah.
It'd be crazy as hell. Me and Ricky would go to the gym, and I'm telling you, like, at least somebody always walks up to us and be like, you all do the podcast. Like, it's just like, hearing that type
Yes,
of
we do. Yes, we do. How can I help?
Is them podcast boys?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's us. Yes, we are them.
What you trying to get on there?
Wait, what you need? You want us to connect you with something?
Yeah,
What?
we connect you. Yeah.
It's like,
It's a little feeder.
it's like,
It's a little feeder.
You hear me?
it's like damn near like, it's like people don't realize, but like we damn near creating a bridge between like all types of people. Cause then they're like, you want to meet somebody, we probably know them. You want to get in touch with somebody, we probably know them.
And
All you gotta do is just let us know, and then we can connect with them. It's the fact that helping others, it's a pleasure. It's been a joy to us because people help us every day. Coming on here, you all are helping us because then this is the guest show. You know what I'm talking about? You know?
And I could say something that I think give me the greatest pride, the greatest joy is that niggas created this shit from the ground.
From the flow.
Like
the
can't,
flow.
can't nobody come and say, oh, we made them, oh, we did this for them. Bro, all this shit is us though. That's what give me the most pride and joy. Is like,
Built this shit from the flow.
damn, we created something.
Yeah.
This ain't Illinois State shit. This ain't normal shit. This ain't road shit. This ain't nobody. This Austin and Ricky shit. We created this shit. That's what get niggas
It's my shit.
the most
Bro,
joy.
it's my shit.
And it's like we could do whatever we want with it.
Say what you want.
We don't gotta go talk to nobody. And be like, hey, can we make this move? Can we do that? We just talk to each other.
Totally.
Hey,
And
like,
the-
you think
And just
do this?
wait till them motherfucking paid promos. I heard they pay good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right. We decide who we want to sponsor, when we want to sponsor, how much it costs to
These
to get
niggas
on.
start sponsoring Adidas or something. Y'all gonna be like, wait a minute.
I knew him.
I knew them niggas. Them niggas started in high school, in college. Like, just had to.
It's like people don't. It's like what we trying to say. We're not trying to gloat or anything, but we just trying to make sure you, the listeners, know when to execute on your ideas.
Yeah, man.
You go through a day to day. You have thousands of ideas pop through your head. One of them got to work. Are you listening to yourself? It comes down to, are you really listening to the ideas that you have? Anytime you go in the bathroom, you have an idea. Every time you go in the bathroom, you have an idea. But it's just you waiting for somebody else to execute it for you. You waiting for somebody else to be like, oh,
Somebody. It's 8 billion people in the world now.
Right.
Somebody else might think the same thing that you is.
That's
And
something
they
that
might get it done faster than you, man.
Yeah, that's something that I know. Every thought that you have, somebody has thought of it before. You're not the first person to think that. So act fast. Act fast.
and quickly.
Think quickly.
But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man. This been one of my favorites. I know I damn near say that every week, but for real, man, it's fun as hell having somebody come back on that's been on,
Man,
like we
my
say,
niggas, man.
from the beginning, from the trenches, from the iPhone days,
Real
man.
trenches, man.
From the iPhone days, man. That's real love. But before we go ahead, get the people somewhere to connect with you, listen to your music. If they want to shoot you a DM about some videos, shit like that, just want to shoot the breeze, man. What can they connect with you at?
Shit, you can follow me or text me on Instagram at Deezy, DEEZY .GTE. You can check my music out, GTE Deezy, on all platforms.
All platforms.
Apple Music, Spotify,
All of that.
YouTube, SoundCloud.
Oh, you on the cloud too?
I'm here.
Everywhere.
I'm here.
Look, he's here and he's here to stay.
I'm here to stay, nigga. I'm on the way. If I'm not there, I'm on the way, nigga. It's that simple.
Hey, and before we let you all go, please, Free Sauce, please never stop learning.
Never stop learning, man. Son Gohan album on the way, man. 13 songs, man. It's the fucking Free Sauce podcast. We out.
We here.
So all of these bitches I just fucking ignore. Steady be high, so smoking the wood. While I'm just cruising down Lake Show. Bet out for loan, stop